Again, just on behalf of all of us, but on behalf of a community that really has it going on right now. Thank y'all for being a part of this and really looking forward to your success in 2026. Thank you, Jen.
Awesome. Thanks, Jessica. Appreciate it. So Jessica is our fearless leader, but we have 9 other incredible staff members that help pull this mission forward. Let me share my screen again. Okie dokie. All right, so Jennifer Bronner is our Vice President of Finance. She keeps our head on straight, and she's my fellow spreadsheets gal. Renita Patterson leads our engagement team. She is our VP of Engagement, and she manages our signature programming as well as our board. J.R. Olive is our VP of Operations, so he manages our operations and our workforce team. Alex is here. Alex, you want to say hi?
Hi guys.
So
So glad
Alex,
all of y'all are here. This is a great presentation. Jen does a fantastic job. So if y'all have any questions, please reach out to Jen or myself and we'd be happy to help you guys.
yes. Alex is an amazing leader. And if y'all have any problems with me, just tell Alex.
Hey, Jen, this is Renita. Can you hear me?
Hey, Renita.
Hey there. Just
Hey,
want to let you
good.
know that I'm there. I'm here. Thank you so
Good.
much. Yeah, and I want everyone to know how amazing the engagement team is, which consists of Jen, Alex, and Sherry. Our sole purpose is to support you. So, and to keep you engaged. So we are excited that you're joining us today, and we're excited about the year ahead. So, as Jessica said, we truly thank you for your support and for your investment in the chamber. And we can't wait to see you in Atlanta on February 19th, and also these other dates that Jen's going to share with you as well. So thank you guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, Renita. I don't know, JR, I don't think JR is there. Any other of the chamber staff members here? Awesome. Okay, so I'll introduce you to the other folks here as well. And these are all folks that if you haven't seen them before, you will see them at any of our programs. We're a solid team, and we try to always be there to support one another. Becca Holler is our programs and marketing manager. So she's very heavily involved in Leadership Macon, our MAC, our Macon Area Connections programs, and our workforce. Sherry, as Renita mentioned, Sherry Singleton is our communications manager. She's the lovely lady behind the camera, and she is just manages all of the things that come out of our chamber messaging, and we're so grateful for her. Zenobia Mentor, I'm sure if you've been by the chamber, you will remember her. She is the face of the chamber. She's our community manager and such a warm and welcoming presence here. And she will remember your name and she will remember everything about you. And she's one of the warmest people I know. And then Reed is our newest addition to the staff. Reed McLean is our programs and strategy manager, and he's also helping with some of our capital campaigns as well. So we're excited to finally round out that team at 10 folks. But it's not just the 10 of us that can do what all we're doing, because as you know, we're doing a lot. Our ambassador committee is incredible. Our ambassadors help the chamber retain and engage investors, and they do that by building relationships, providing visibility, and just making the chamber feel welcoming and like a valuable place to be. Their role is actually both investor facing and community facing. So it's a little bit unique in that. And they really assist us with 2 main things. Our investor engagement. So if you haven't caught on to what I'm saying, investor is kind of our word for members, because really what you're doing is investing both in yourself and in your community. So instead of members, we try to always say investors, and I think that's a very important distinction for you to know yourself as well. But our ambassadors help with investor engagement, so they'll help welcome new members and check in with renewing investors just to see how things are going. You will likely get a call from one of them from time to time. Ambassadors attend ribbon cuttings and our grand openings and our chamber programs. A lot of times there are volunteers at those signature events, and they just kind of act as a friendly face for those programs, and they help kind of introduce people and get people moving around. And outside of that, they also help us with our promotion and our visibility. So ambassadors promote chamber programs and initiatives within their own networks as well. So they help spread the word about opportunities, events, resources that the chamber provides. They build strong relationships with our local business leaders and our community members and our elected officials, really creating that web of connection. And it's not only for the benefit of the community, but for their own professional growth as well. Now, there are some annual dues that go along with this committee, but I think if you ask any of our ambassadors, you'll find that they see great value in this program. Many of our ambassadors come back year after year, and so we really love that team, lean heavily on that team, and know that we would not be where we are without them. If you are interested in joining the Ambassador Committee, just send me an email. We are kind of finalizing the committee. Technically, it's already been finalized, but I might squeeze in one or two more if you are interested. So send me an email after the Zoom today, and I'll get you some information on what that looks like. All right. Now I kind of want to go into how we do what we do. So what our playbook looks like. Connection is at the heart and at the forefront of what our mission is here at the Chamber. We can do all sorts of things. So here's a few things that you can kind of skim. We can help you make a splash and celebrate grand openings or anniversaries with a chamber ribbon cutting. With that comes lots of marketing and news pushes and things like that. Also, one thing to note, our ribbon cuttings are open to the public. And that's something I like to remind our investors. Check our calendar, our online calendar. And if you see a business that is having a ribbon cutting, and it's somebody that you want to connect with or get in front of, join us. Those are public events, and we would love to help you come celebrate. And often those ribbon cuttings are a really good opportunity to get in front of the right people at a very exciting and positive time. So keep that in mind. As a chamber investor, you also will have your business information displayed in our business directory. So we have both an online business directory and a printed directory, which we call our Greater Guide. So this is kind of like our business guide. It's printed annually in correlation with our State of the Community in the spring, and it's mass distributed throughout Macon-Bibb and on out. Our online directory is something that it could be used as a tool, as a resource for you as well. It can help you find and connect with other businesses. There's a drop down on our directory, so you can kind of search by categories. So if you're looking specifically for legal services, or if you're looking specifically for arts and entertainment or restaurants or whatever, you can search our directory and kind of easily find what you're looking for there. We do encourage you to display your chamber window cling in your storefront to show the community that you're an invested member and that you're in support of the chamber. We also encourage you to share your special events and your opportunities in our investor newsletter. That newsletter is sent to over 5,000 of our business community members twice a month. So those emails get really, really high open and click-through rates. So that's something that if you haven't considered doing that, do that as well. It's another way to just get the word out on the different things that you guys have going on. And if you're thinking, oh, I have something that I would like to submit, I will send you a link to our promotional content form, which is how you will submit information for that investor newsletter. So again, I'll include that in my follow-up as well. Let's see. You also have the option to purchase a contact list. A lot of folks don't know that. You can purchase a contact list, which includes primary point of contacts for businesses and their mailing address. Our directory shows physical locations of all of our businesses, but if you have a direct mail campaign or you're trying to target specific leaders in those businesses, you can purchase a contact list from the chamber and get kind of on the right path a little bit faster. So outside of our reach, we host a wide variety of programs. And the purpose of those is to facilitate high impact connections. We host recurring programs like BREW, which stands for Business Resources and Engagement Works. We also have a recurring program called Business After Hours. And then we also host a few bigger signature events. And as Jessica and Renita mentioned, Macon Day is our next signature event, and we're taking the party to Atlanta. So we've got buses that will leave from Macon, and we're driving everybody up to Atlanta, and it's really going to be an amazing time. I think especially in 2026, this is going to be a really impactful year to get in front of our representatives, show them that Macon is here, and we're excited and we're ready to watch what they do and to be the backbone for Macon. So we're excited about that. Last year we hosted more than 90 programs, events, and ribbon cuttings. So we try to stay really busy. We try to give you a lot of those opportunities. But outside of those networking programs, we also offer deeper levels of connection through the Ambassador Committee, which I just talked about, and Leadership Macon, which we'll cover more in a minute. But lots of ways to get involved outside of just the regular programming. I wanted to show you all our calendar. So this is what it looks like online. If you want to scan it, that'll take you straight to our live calendar. That's where you're going to go register for stuff. So you can see all of our ribbon cuttings and our programs. And again, we really love for you to register ahead of time. It really helps us in a lot of ways. So it helps us get a clear and accurate picture of who and what businesses are engaging with the chamber, which can be very important later when we're talking about success. And it also helps us make sure we have enough food and beverages for you guys. So chamber website is where you can go register for any programs that we have. This is, you may not be able to see it, and really the impact here, I just want to kind of show you what our 2026 looks like from a bird's eye view. So we've got stuff going on almost every month. Don't call us in December. No, I'm just kidding. We'll be here in December as well. But we try to tone things down in December because people are just busy and they're focused on family, which is the right thing. But this is kind of what we've got going on throughout the year. Wanted to share that with y'all. All right. Checking time. Okay, we're doing pretty good. So Leadership Macon. Let's talk about that for a few minutes. Leadership Macon is a year-long program, and it introduces rising community leaders to the successes and the challenges in Macon's public, private, and nonprofit sectors. So they give it less as tips on being a good leader and more, you're already a good leader. Now let's see where you can use those gifts to plug in and really make a difference. I was in the class last year, and it was one of the most impactful things I've ever done. And I will always be grateful for that. So participants explore issues. They engage with businesses, political and community leaders. They go up with us to Macon Day to meet all of our representatives up there. And they really develop relationships that are benefiting both themselves, but the broader community as well. Sessions cover topics like housing, education, healthcare, economic development, diversity, tourism, local government, and more. Local government was one of my favorites, I think, to really see the in and outs of how things work. We've finalized the class for 2026, but if you are interested in the class of 2027, just keep following along with our communications for more updates. We begin accepting nominations each year in September. The full application process will run through October. Applicants will be interviewed in November, and participants will be selected in December. So typically we have anywhere between like 120 and 160 applicants, and there's 40 spots. So it can be kind of competitive. And you know, you can nominate yourself, you can have someone nominate you. You come in and you were interviewed by the leadership alumni, so not even chamber staff. And we've had folks that have come and been nominated a couple times, and every time they go through it, we get great feedback on how worth it was. Okay, so that is connection, but we also focus a lot on not just connecting with folks, but really engaging and having more dialogue, more education around this. So our goal is really to provide not just a lot of opportunities, but relevant opportunities, impactful programs, impactful panels. Our Brew program has really taken off. We've seen that reflected in record attendance and positive feedback for that. We have 4 Brew programs this year. Our topics this year will be customer reviews. So that first brew is going to be February 6th, and that's going to be at Mount DeSales. And we're going to have a panel that is speaking on customer reviews. We'll have somebody from Better Business Bureau, some other SEO representatives and marketing agencies and things like that, just kind of speaking on what reviews look like now in 2026 with AI and how impactful they are, how to stay ethical with your reviews. I'm really excited about that one. The next 3 will be brewing on Macon Sports, and that will be in March. In April, we will have a panel on mastering the art of connection. And then in May, we will be brewing on May Day. Brew programs are free and they are investor led, so you're always guaranteed to walk away with something of value. Our investor newsletter is another way that we try to get information out to our business community. As I mentioned earlier, this is sent to over 5,000 of our business community. We send it out twice per month. We send it on the 2nd and the 4th Wednesday of the month. And there we share latest news from our invested businesses. So opportunities, job postings, discounts, special offers, big announcements, new hires, all of that counts as news that you can share in that business or in that investor newsletter. Another great thing about the chamber is that if we can't help you, we likely have a partner that can. We partner with organizations like SCORE, Start at Macon, Newtown, the Small Business Development Center, and more in an effort to help strengthen our business ecosystem as a whole. These partnerships provide a stronger network of resources. They fuel small business success, and they really help us grow a more resilient and innovative economy. So another part of our mission is to advocate at the local, state, and federal levels. The Chamber serves as a unified voice for the business community, but how do we do that? Our investors help shape our priorities through surveys. That feedback really helps us advocate for the development and the protection of business-friendly ordinances and legislation. We offer programs like our quarterly Macon and Eggs breakfast, our lunch out with the mayor, and again, we even take the party up to Atlanta for Macon Day. We also maintain an active role in supporting the men and women of the Robins Air Force Base and the 48th Infantry Brigade Combat Team. As a chamber member, you are actually eligible to join the Military Affairs Coalition, and they provide better opportunities to share and support for these brave men and women and their families. So that is an option, and if you're interested in that, please let me know. We also recognize that we serve as a conduit between the businesses, the citizens, and the community leaders, and our legislative representatives. So during legislative session, which just started, we share advocacy updates on the bills and issues our elected officials are working at the Georgia State Capitol. So you will get probably your first advocacy email this week. We'll talk about our current legislative priorities here. So they change year to year. These are somewhat similar to last year, but we reflect on them year to year to make sure that these are in line with our business community. They are driven by the concerns and the needs of our investors and our community partners. We want to ensure that our advocacy reflects the issues that is most important to those that we serve, which is you. This year, we're focusing on the Ocmulgee Mounds National Park. still pushing that through. Tourism development, mass transportation infrastructure, supporting our military presence in Central Georgia, and pathways to workforce readiness. So our final focus is on accelerating economic growth through workforce development and talent attraction and retention. We've got some business resources like our Georgia Smart Plan and our retirement plan discounts. These are some excellent resources that don't really get a lot of attention. Our Georgia Smart Plan offers small businesses between 2 and I think now 100 employees access to comprehensive healthcare benefits. And usually it's at rates that are reserved for larger organizations because they're a part of that group plan with the Georgia Chamber. And here's something interesting that I found recently. The majority of our invested businesses have fewer than 50 employees. So most of you are likely in that bucket. If you're interested in learning more about the Smart Plan, let me know and I'll connect you with a broker to see if she'll do a quote for you and see if it's right for your business. We also offer assistance with certificate of origin certifications for those manufacturers that need that. We also focus on recruitment and retention. So as it relates to recruitment, our goal is to sustain and grow our workforce pipeline. That's something that JR, Becca, Jessica, Reed, they're all really focused on in the workforce department. So we do this with initiatives like ChooseMacon.com, which I'll show you more of in a minute. Our Leadership Macon program that we talked about earlier allows us to engage with new and emerging leaders in Macon while encouraging them to engage in their community. Our Mingle with Singles, so our MAC, Macon Area Connections, is a program that we do quarterly, and that is built to connect Macon's professionals and their newcomers in more interesting and meaningful ways. So we've designed these Mingle with Singles to be approachable, to be fun. So instead of just like walking into a room full of strangers, guests are immediately drawn in by the activities, icebreaker games, playful matchmaking, and themed cocktails. It's called Mingles with Singles, but the bigger goal here is to create a social infrastructure that helps people feel like they belong here. So our ultimate goal, again, is that workforce pipeline that directly supports talent retention, and that's one of our central goals here at the Chamber. Our next event, our next singles event, will be in February at Switch Macon for Valentine's Day. So if you're interested in that, please join us. And what's also fun with that is you will get either like a different color cup or armband. So if you're single and wanting to talk, you'll have one kind of armband. If you are just a wingman or a wingwoman, you will have a little red armband. So people know that you're taken, but you're just there in support. So even if you're not looking to mingle, take a friend, and it's a really fun time. I always like to go, and sometimes they'll let me be the DJ. We also have some partnerships with our Bibb County school system. So we're deeply woven into that school system. Our business education partnership allows businesses to buddy up with designated teachers to support them in whichever way they choose. So from providing school supplies to classroom speakers to tours, that we've seen some great relationships come out of that. We also host a new teachers welcome reception every year. And that's where we welcome our newest teachers, and we provide them with inspiration that they need to get off to the right start. The last 2 years, we've had Ron Clark come and speak, and it's been so fun. We also host the Macon Bibb County Star Student Reception, the Region 6 Star Banquet every year. And that honors the county's top high school seniors and their chosen star teachers. It's a really meaningful event. Every few weeks, the Chamber also hosts video conferences in the classrooms of all of our Bibb County schools. We call it Future Workforce Friday. And we will share information on different career pathways. These programs really connect us with the regional education ecosystem and really help support that career pathway development. All right. So, oh, here's our smart plan slide. Again, don't forget about that. Here's our Choose Macon website. So Choose Macon is a long-standing effort by the chamber to retain and recruit talent by showcasing Macon as a very vibrant and welcoming place to live and work and thrive. So we do this with our Choose Macon website. This is dedicated to showcasing the beauty and the soul of Macon, as well as available jobs in our fine city. We recently made a very significant improvement to that Choose Macon website with a job scrubbing feature. This was one of Reed's first projects, and he knocked it out of the park. So post your available jobs anywhere. If you have it on Indeed, Monster, wherever, and our job scrubber will pull that information and then display that on choosemacon.com. We've also recently launched Make My Move. That's an incentive program through Choose Macon, and our mission with that is to generate $1 million in new household income by offering incentives to people to move to Macon, purchase houses here, put down roots here, take jobs here, and be a part of Macon. You may have also seen one of these billboards if on your way up to Atlanta. There's some, I think, on the way up to Atlanta, and then I think there's a few maybe down, headed down south as well. All right, so now that you kind of understand who we are and what we do and how we do it, I want to talk about how you actually get connected. Many of you here are already invested in the chamber, but if you have not, we have seven different levels of investment. Our foundational levels are suitable for small to mid-sized businesses, really looking for more basic visibility, networking opportunities, access to member resources. These tiers provide fundamental benefits at a lower investment level. So again, it's ideal for companies that are aiming to build local connections. Then we have our cornerstones. Our cornerstone levels are suitable for businesses seeking enhanced visibility, significant networking, the influence within the chamber as well. These tiers offer greater promotional opportunities, greater sponsorship options, strategic involvement, and that makes them a really good choice for companies that are focused on more community leadership and a broader influence. So we've talked a lot about who we are and what we do, but I also kind of want to share the nitty-gritty of the details of those chamber benefits. And again, I know that you cannot read these tiny words, but if you scan this code, that will take you to our benefits guide. I'll also send you a link after as well. So this will show every level of investment and the specific benefits that correlate with each level. So I'm much more of a visual person. This is helpful for me to see bird's eye view. Let's see. So as you can probably pick up by this point, there's a lot of different ways to make the most of that investment. You could schedule a ribbon cutting. One thing I want to note about our ribbon cuttings is that we're scheduling them pretty far in advance. I think we are now into the end of April for our soonest available one. So if you are considering a ribbon cutting, get with me sooner rather than later about dates so that we can lock that in. I will include a link to our ribbon cutting ceremony request form in my follow-up as well. So this form goes over all of the details of chamber ribbon cuttings, like what the marketing looks like, what the flow of the program looks like, what we provide versus what you want to show up with. Another way is showing up. So some people compare chamber investment to a gym membership. You got to show up to get the most out of your membership. Paying those annual dues is only half the battle. Putting the sticker on your window is going to get you somewhere, but it won't get you nearly as far as if you were to show up to these events, build those connections, find what works for you. Some folks want to show up to every single thing. Some folks have specific programs that they really like to go to, and that's where they spend their time, and that's fine too. Another way that you can plug in is sharing your news in the investor newsletter. So I'll send you that promotional content form to send me your news. You will want to keep your business information up to date with us. So you may have in the last couple of weeks gotten an investor information update form, and that shows all the information that we have for your business that you've given us at some point. Things change often. So check that, make sure that we have the right contacts there. We have the right website, the right phone number, and send that back to us. Or you can actually log into your member dashboard on our website. There's a button at the top called Investor Login. You can log in there with your username and your password and change everything yourself. You can even add keywords to your listing, which is really helpful when people are searching for your business, especially if your business name doesn't include what you do. Make sure that you've got a description and you've got some keywords there so that when people are looking for what you do, they can find you. If you need information on your username and your password or how to do any of that, or if you don't want to get in there and do that, and you just want me to fix it for you, that's fine. Email me and I'll take care of it, or I'll send you your login. Let's see. So another way to plug in is our sponsorships. So if you would like to see a copy of our 2026 book of business, send me an email and I will get you a link. We've just finalized that within the last couple of days. And so we don't have any printed copies, but I've got a link that I can send you for the available sponsorships for 2026. And then lastly, make sure that you take advantage of those discounts. So the healthcare discount, the healthcare plan discount that I mentioned earlier, there's retirement plan discounts, program ticket discounts. And then we also have an investor exclusive offers sheet that has a place for if you offer special offers to fellow chamber investors, you can put that on that sheet and then we'll share that with the community as well. Or if you want to go see what's available to you as a chamber investor, you can view that. And that's available for all levels. Okay, so before we move on to your questions, I just want to take a minute to provide our social media links. If you guys have any questions, please put those in the chat now, and I'll wait a minute here to let you scan these codes if you need to. We are super active on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. So share our stuff, tag us in things. We will try to return the favor anytime we can. We really try to make sure that the most up-to-date information is there. So if you're not sure where ribbon cutting is or what the status of Macon Day is, check our website or check our socials as well and let us know. Okay, so I'm going to check our questions to see if there's anything I've missed. Okay, it does not look like we have any questions. Am I going once, going twice? Anybody want to raise their hand too? If you'd rather just ask it out loud, that's fine.
I'll ask a question. Will you be printing new directories like midway through the year, or is that just once a year?
Yes. So we print them once a year, but we print them in the spring. So we will be finalizing the information for that directory probably in the end of February, early March. And then they will be distributed at our State of the Community in April. But that is an annual print.
Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions?
If we
Okay.
want to, I'm sorry, if we want to change our membership level, how do we do that?
You can just email me. I can take care of it for you. Just let me know what what you want to see in your investment level, and I can help you coordinate with our finance department and get that taken care of for you. And you can do that throughout the year. So, if your renewal date is in June, you can do it now, and then we'll prorate. So it's something that you can do anytime throughout the year. Okay. Any other questions? All right. Thank you guys. I am really appreciative of y'all spending the day with me. I'm also appreciative that I was able to get through it. I had strep this past weekend and I really didn't think I was going to make it to today. I've been drinking a lot of water and taking a lot of vitamins. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me, and hopefully I haven't sniffled and coughed too much, but I appreciate you joining. Again, my email is in the chat, so please shoot me an email if you have any questions. I will send you all these links and the recordings probably first thing tomorrow. And I hope that you'll have a great rest of your day.